I'm pretty sure there's been times where you felt like you're all dressed up, but with nowhere to go. And I think most people feel like that during this particular lockdown. My name is Helen Herimbi. This is The Watch. And today we're going to be talking about how to keep looking good so that you feel good, even if there's nowhere to go. I'm going to be hanging out with Africa's leading beauty YouTuber, Mihlali Ndamase, as well as Legends Barber founder, Sheldon Tatchell. And I'm excited to see what tips they have in store for us. So let's check it out. I'm joined today by Mihlali, who is one of the leading beauty YouTubers on the continent, as well as a content creator. And I'm also joined by Sheldon Tatchell. I always get your surname wrong, who is the owner of Legends Barber. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
I think aside from asking you how the lockdown is treating you, I need to know, on a scale from 1 to 10, how beautiful or handsome do you feel during this lockdown?
I don't know. I have my days. I don't shoot content every single day because I don't want to wear myself out. But some days I feel below 5. And then some days I feel like a solid 10. So it just really depends on my mood. I wasn't having a good morning this morning, so I was feeling a bit yucky, but now I feel much better.
Oh, okay. Sheldon, 1 to 10.
I would say maybe a 7 or 8. It's been like it. Yeah, it's been like it since we started out. Because I mean, like with guys, it's not so hectic as girls. With guys, you can at least touch up here and there, so it's not as hectic as girls. But it is taking a toll as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys saw the interview that Oprah did with Tracy Ellis Ross. Did you guys see that? One of the things that she said that I thought was like absolutely phenomenal is that when you look at the mirror, you see your feelings. So even if like you put on all the makeup in the world, even if you have the freshest cut, if you don't feel good about yourself, you'll still see an ugly person in the mirror. So I want to know, how connected to that idea are you in your work? Sheldon?
Yeah, I think very connected though, because I think getting a haircut, it's not only about how you look, you understand, but it's like how the stylist or the barber makes you feel. Because at a time when you're sitting on a chair, you understand, it's one thing to get the haircut, but it's another thing for somebody to encourage that smile on your face and to make you feel good about yourself. So I think that's what's important. And yeah, I know it's true what you say. Like it has to start from inside to the outside. So yeah.
Yeah, Mihlali?
Agree. Especially in my career, you know, you're putting more than your looks out there. You're putting your personality as well when you are shooting content. Because a lot of the content that I do is video content. So when I'm not feeling good, I can't film because.
Ooh, you've just gone silent there for a second. Yeah, no, we can't hear you. Mihlali!
You can't hear me.
We can hear you now.
Oh, great. So I don't know why that happened. What was I saying? Oh, yes. So I was saying it definitely has a lot more to do than how you appear on the outside, but a lot with how you feel on the inside as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think one of the things I definitely want to speak about is, you know, we get told so many things in this pandemic, like you need to wash your hands for 20 seconds and you need to wear a mask. But if you're wearing a mask, you are hiding your lipstick. So, Mihlali, is lipstick a non-essential during this lockdown?
I'm not really worried about wearing makeup outside of the house because when I'm leaving the house, I'm literally going to get essentials. The only time I wear makeup is when I'm shooting content for my channel. So, I mean, it is an essential in terms of the content because it completes the look. But when you're going to purchase groceries, I don't think it's important. I think there's definitely much more bigger problems to worry about. Making sure your lips are hydrated is enough. Just put on Vaseline.
I like that you said it only matters when you're shooting content because that is your business. That's how you make money. And a lot of people are worried right now that they can't go to work, and some employers are saying we can't pay you if you don't come to work. So I'm wondering how your businesses, you and Sheldon, have been affected by this lockdown, and if it gets extended, how you will be affected then. Sheldon?
Yeah, I think it's quite difficult. Especially like in a situation that we are in, because it's not like you can get a haircut online. So yeah, it is a personal service, and most people said it's essential, but but yeah, it is a personal service where you need people to actually do the job. You understand? Unfortunately for us, we have about 210 staff members that are currently affected during this lockdown as well. You understand?
Yeah.
So it is affecting us in terms of the amount of staff we have, even like the number of stores that we have under our belt as well. So it does really affect us in this way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know it's quite tough. It's quite tough in this pandemic that we're going through. But I think it's something that we have to go through and just try and make the most of it.
Yeah. But what will be the contingency plan then if, say, for instance, the lockdown is extended till July? That affects your business significantly. Does it mean that you close your doors? Does it mean you go and learn a new skill? Like, what does it mean for you?
No, I don't think we just have to look at different means and ways in order to serve people. Understand? I think like if it does come to a time where it gets moved to June or July, then we will just have to like go out and educate our customers more in terms of taking personal grooming seriously. You understand? So I think like that's where the online content comes in place. You understand? Where you basically share your education with the people at home and basically give them the control to try and do it on themselves.
Yeah. Mihlali, you know all about online content. So do you feel like for you, has it been a huge shift during this lockdown and this pandemic to kind of deal with your business?
Not really. I mean, there's definitely more to my business than just digital content because, we also do, we shoot commercials and stuff like that, which require you to be in studio.
Yeah.
So in terms of online content, I think it's been a positive more than a negative effect. It really forces you to be a bit more creative, find better ways to engage with your audience, because obviously right now everyone is at the peak of creating content. Everyone is really trying to push their platforms. So you don't really want to fall in the background. So you just find creative ways to engage with your audience. And then if they do extend, we'll just keep on pushing. I think the only downside is just the fact that it affects business trips, because I do travel very often for work, and there was a campaign that I was supposed to be doing out of the country in May, and my heart is so, but it's been postponed. So hopefully we make it out soon.
Yeah. I mean, it's great that it's postponed and not cancelled. So
yes,
I still hope. One of the things that I was chuckling about this morning is I usually don't have a wig on, like I'm just super low cut, but I'm starting to see my hair grow back and I can't go to Legends Barber. So now I have to make a plan. But I was also wondering about, I feel good having the wig on and a little bit of lipstick to talk to you guys, but I'm still not willing to commit all the way. I'm wearing pajama pants right now. Okay. So how have you guys been dealing with having to interface with people during the social distancing? Do you also take meetings with your pajama pants on? Are you doing a full face? What are you doing to make sure that you show up in the world and still feel comfortable?
Yeah, no, it's true what you're saying, because even right now I have a shorts on. You understand? So it's all yeah. So it's part of it. I mean, like I just had a meeting just now as well, and this is basically where we're going to. You understand? Where basically the upper body just has to look presentable when you're looking at somebody, but now you're just in the shorts and slippers, and you're like, you know what? Nobody will actually see at the bottom. So I
Yeah.
think, I think like it has become a norm, and I think that's where it's going to as well. You see, we are going through a phase now, and I think people that's not going to adapt to this, it's actually going to fall out, because it's true what Mihlali was saying, that now our content has to be on par now. You understand, the content that we create now for people to look, because even now there's actually more viewers. You understand, although we're going through such a pandemic, people are more online, people are more on your YouTube, Instagram. You understand, and this gives us opportunity now to actually tap in and basically interact with these people more. You understand, so yeah.
Yeah. Mihlali, are you showing up with pajamas to meetings?
It depends. If my meeting is before 12, then I'll probably be wearing pajama pants and I'll look cute from the waist up. But generally after 12 o'clock, I try to, gather myself and make sure that I'm well put together. I think it also just really helps me not feel bad about myself at the end of the day, because I'm very much someone who feeds off productivity, and I want to constantly feel like, I'm doing something. So if I get too comfortable with the idea of being in pajamas the whole day, for example, then I'll probably find myself being in bed the next week, and then the next week I don't even answer my email.
It's a cycle that doesn't end.
And yeah, but at the end of the day, we still need to make money, even though we're in the situation.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I love about this particular show is that we're always looking out for each other, right? And we're going to the experts, you guys, to tell us how we can still feel our best, even in this tough time. So I'm going to ask you guys for 3 practical tips for how you can still maintain a sense of grooming and a sense of beauty and feeling good about yourself in this time. And while you think about that, I'm going to read out some tips from the MAT project. So the MAT project is founded by Tatchell Stofile, and she is a beauty and skin expert. And so she says, daily tips to get out of lockdown: feeling, looking, and being better. And number 1 is use your face cloth to exfoliate your lips, and as a mild daily exfoliation for your face. And number 2, whatever product is left over from applying on the face, rub it on the back of your hands. Hands are exposed to a lot of harsh elements, which is why that skin is usually the first to show signs of wear and tear. So serums, night creams, sunscreens, your hands will love them all. And those are 2 tips from Matahle Stofile of the MAT project. And you guys can go and subscribe to their newsletter. Just find them on social media at the MAT project. So now you guys are in the hot seat, Mihlali, Sheldon. Sheldon, I'm going to start with you. What are 3 practical tips that particularly people with beards and who need haircuts can actually use?
Yeah, I think don't try it home. You understand? I think that's one of the first stuff.
Did you say don't try it at home?
Yeah, don't try it at home. Don't try and do your own hair at home, please. Because I mean, like, barbers are stressing now as it is. You understand? Because they worried about the mess up that they must fix when they get back to work. So please don't try it at home.
Okay.
Make life simple and try and wash your hair at least every second day.
Okay.
You understand? It really helps, especially if you think of not washing your hair for up to a week, the dandruff and the sweat that actually piles up there. You understand? It actually causes a lot of bacteria. So I think that's one of the key stuff, just to at least wash your hair at least every second week. No, every second day. I mean, every second day. So that's very important. And basically find yourself a good brush. So this is a Legends brush. So this is something I take with me wherever I go. Like, it's always in my pocket. So it's just basically just to keep my hair in shape. You understand? And just to make sure that it just looks nice.
Yeah. So, you guys need to send me that brush, because I tried to buy it the last time I was at your barbershop and they said you're sold out. So when you get stock, please, I must be the first one.
No, definitely. You know, it goes really fast. So yeah, no, we'll definitely do so.
Cool. Mihlali, top three
Uh,
practical tips for those of us
my
who are staying home.
The first one I would say is stay hydrated because a lot of what happens on the inside affects your outside. So you still want to make sure that your skin is glowing and it looks healthy. And very often when you're indoors, you forget to drink water. So I'm trying to drink a lot of water. Second tip, homemade masking is also very important.
Ooh.
Right now we want homemade masks.
No, I'm very interested about what you're saying about homemade masks. So go ahead.
Oh, yeah, so since we can't see our skin therapist right now, we need to still look after skin, of course. So I really like trying out different masks. You can find a lot of recipes on Pinterest. And also exfoliating is my last point, body scrubs. And you can actually make your own body scrubs out of things like brown sugar and olive oil, or even mealy meal and a bit of water. So just those little things to keep your skin looking healthy and even tone.
Yeah. What's your go-to at-home face mask?
My go-to at home face mask is a turmeric one, which is very good for brightening. You just mix turmeric, plain yogurt, a squeeze of lemon, and I think a little bit of milk. So all those ingredients help with acne scarring and even skin tone. And then the lemon also works as an antibacterial if you have acne.
That's amazing. On my next store run, which is probably next week, I'm going to go and buy those things and I'm going to try it for a week and see if my stress pimples go away.
Try it out, but make sure that you put a towel on your pillow because the turmeric dyes everything yellow.
Yikes. Okay, we don't want that. But I think we're going to stop there for now because I really feel like people just need like a pep talk about feeling good while you have nowhere to go. So I want to know before I let you go, what is the one thing that you're missing right now in lockdown that you feel like as soon as this whole pandemic is over, this is the first thing I'm going to do?
Wow, I must work, huh? I must work. I must get in around people. It's yeah. I think like that's one of the main things that I would like to do. You understand? It's just to get around people and just to again interact and socialize with people.
Yeah. Okay.
So I miss that.
Yeah. Mihlali, what's the first thing you're doing?
I'm having a lunch date with my girls. I miss girl chat, the giggles and laughs over a cocktail. So I think that's definitely the first thing I'm doing after lockdown. I just need my girl time.
Yeah.
And I want food. I'm tired of feeding myself. I didn't know that cooking every single day is so exhausting. Can't imagine what families go through.
Washing the dishes every single day is also just...
I wish they wash themselves. Too much.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you again very soon.
Thank you for having us. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
I think that was a really fun chat with Mihlali and Sheldon, and I hope that it's inspired you to keep feeling good about yourself, even if you've got nowhere to go. I hope to see you again tomorrow. My name is Helen Herimbi, and this has been The Watch.